They were so tight, neck and neck, and so many people are voting. So many of you are voting for your favorite person to go through to the Shia Voice Grand Finale. My dear brothers and sisters, our social media is live and active. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you can think of, we are there at the Shia Voice Official. Tweet us. Send us your questions, your comments for our dear guests who are here for the next hour and a half to discuss those semi-finals and what they are expecting for the grand finale. Joining me tonight is a number of guests who usually control the Shia Voice, but tonight I am the man in control and they are my guests. We've got Dr. Sayyid Aman Naqshawani and Mullah Ali Fadl, as well as other guests who will be joining us later on in the episode. Assalamu alaikum to you both.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, alhamdulillah.
How are you, Mullah
All
Ali?
good, all good. You sound very epic, by the way. I love it. Yeah.
We have to
Always
make it
full
epic.
of energy.
Yeah. We have to make it epic, even though my team nearly lost today. But we will take it and we will put the energy onto the
It
Shia
counts
Voice
as a
Extra.
defeat, though, doesn't it?
Anyway, moving
yeah.
on. Sayyid Ammar, we missed you in the Shia Voice Extra episode 1 and episode 2. How are you? How are you enjoying the Shia Voice so far?
There was a period when I was reciting in Birmingham. In the holy month of Ramadan, and that period the lectures were beginning at 9:45, 10 o'clock. So I'm in the middle of these lectures and I'm just thinking I really want to be watching Shia Voice right now, you know, from like night 10 till 21. That whole period I missed the episodes. Actually were quite far away from what was happening. So I'd see on the WhatsApp groups all you guys saying, did you see that? Did you see this recital? Did you see this? And here I am thinking I need to catch up. But the feedback, even while I was in Birmingham, you know, people absolutely love the Shia Voice. You know, Mullah Ali is getting a lot of praise wherever I go in terms of everybody saying how well he's done. In the way that he's
it's a group. Been a host. It's a group effort. It's definitely a group effort. And I keep maintaining whatever I do is made easier because the judges are so good at their feedback.
But Mullah Ali, something that comes up quite a lot, and it came up in season 1 and season 2, and I'm sure you'd agree, Sayyid, that a lot of people comment there is no one better to do this job than Mullah Ali Fadl, because you're always on the contestant side. No matter what the judge's response is, you always stand in and
because
defend
look, I
them.
mean, these lot go through a lot just to get onto the stage. And I thought that the season 1 stage was quite daunting. Season 2 must have been very nerve-wracking for these guys. So when they're up on there, they're already kind of under the limelight. There's a lot of people watching them, so they need kind of someone to maybe to lean on or just to rely on, hopefully to give them a bit of comfort. So hopefully,
because we've got double the amount of audience than we had in season 1.
Double or triple?
Was it triple?
Triple. By the last semi-final, I would say it was triple. Like it got to about 475.
It was pack out from day 3.
No, but I remember, what I vividly remember was the last semi-final. Which really, that was something else.
What's been your favorite episode so far?
I think the second semi-final, that was unbelievable. Because I still remember thinking, oh, he's going to go through. Oh, no, he's going to go through. No, he's going to go through. No, actually, he's going to go through. And then I'm just thinking, oh my God. And we can't really see what each other has put as a mark out of 10.
I was going to ask,
So for you, because I remember backstage you were telling me and, you know, some of the guys that there were so many scores in that semi-final number 2 that it was like 0.1 difference between like 5 different contestants.
0.1. It was like 0.00 something.
It got really close. If I think of some of the people who didn't make it, who had unbelievably high marks, I remember Alamdar. Of course, we'll find out shortly if any of these have made it, but I remember Alamdar, Hussein Taft, Salma Mouladina, Muhammad Al-Mudaffar, Yawar. There's a few others I could mention. They were literally on anything between late 8s, early 9s out of 10 between 4 judges. And they didn't make it through.
Wow.
But we'll see tonight if they did make it through, because I suppose you're going to announce everything. So I said my favorite episode would be the second semi-final.
Inshallah. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, tonight is the episode where we reveal who has won the votes of the audience and the wild card from the judges. Now, the wild card from the judges is the judges sitting together, discussing, which they've already done. They've discussed, they've sat down, and they've picked one competitor from the 3 semi-finals to go through to the grand finale. You don't want to miss it. Yeah. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, you can donate to Imam Hussein TV, to the Shia Voice, if you want us to continue this production. Every year, inshallah, we will level up the production, the guest judges, and we will attract more and more talented speakers, reciters, Quran reciters, no khans, whatever you want to see on the Shia Voice, inshallah, will be on there. Now, Mullah Ali, I just want to focus kind of away from the semi-finals and just go to just one episode before that, episode 6.
Yeah.
Because we noticed that on episode 6, there was, I think, 2 people from the UK, and I think 10 others from that were international.
Yeah.
How was that for you when you saw the list of people and where they were coming from?
Yeah. That was very, very encouraging. Season 2, I think I didn't really know much about the contestants, so each day was a bit of a surprise to me. So when I saw on episode 6, actually all of them were international, bar 2 of them. Actually, by 6, you kind of got the feel that this was an international competition, because the first 5 episodes already had America, Canada, Middle East. So by episode 6, when the majority of them were international, I thought by then that this is a perfect competition. And what really struck me was all of these guys were committed to traveling from their homes, America, Vancouver, which is an 11-hour flight from here, Vancouver, just to get to London to a competition to that. They may or may not even win. And they know that they have to come back again if they go to the final. So for that, it's really encouraging, knowing the commitment and the seriousness that people took for this competition.
Now, Sayyid Ammar, in the international competitors, we had some phenomenal reciters from Dearborn, Michigan. And I just want to show the viewers a tweet that was... that says from Haneen, Dearborn is carrying the Shia Voice, I can't lie. Because we had Ali Zuhairi, and we had Muhammad Al-Mudaffar, Firas Al-Amir.
So it
was fantastic voices.
There was this couple of episodes where they all really emerged together. And whenever I'd ask, where you're from, you say Dearborn, Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, and that stuck. And I think I said even in the show that Dearborn deserves praise. Yeah. It's a community that many people don't realize just how many hidden talents there are there, how many people are lovers of Ahlul Bayt, alayhim salam, in Dearborn, how many families have worked hard to maintain the message of Ahlul Bayt for over, I would say, 70, 80, 90 years.
And you've seen the community in Dearborn, you've been to Dearborn, and how was your relationship with that community?
Very good, alhamdulillah. I lectured there in virtually all the main centers. I have a very good relationship with, the imams of the mosques there, with many of the, of my generation at the very least, who were in their 20s when I was in my 20s first going there. And, we always get so many messages from people from Dearborn. It's a really good community. And I'm so happy to see them represented by Ali, by Muhammad, by Firas. All of these reciters were brilliant.
You should see Dearborn in Muharram. Every single road is a flag of Ya Hussein.
Every single road there's a Ahsadiyya.
So there's 3 roads anyway.
Mullah Ali, for you, when I'm watching the episodes and you say, I'm going to go to, for example, Mullah Nazar, I can see in your face you are expecting something to come out of him. And when he said, Habibi, come to London, that was the most unexpected thing. Let's look at that tweet right there. Not Nazar Al-Qatari saying, Habibi, come to London, I'm dying, by Benin, right there. Which is we know the famous one was Habibi, come to Dubai, or something like that. But this one, Mullah Nazar, Habibi, come to London.
I think, to be fair to Mullah Nazar and the communities that I visited, I'm sure Sayyid Ammar will attest to this as well. They feel like London is a hub of kind of like majalis and programs, because alhamdulillah there's so many of us and there's so many centers, there's so many organizations. There's always something going on when it comes to a program or a majlis or a conference or a seminar or a workshop. There's always something going on. So a lot of the wider communities out elsewhere look towards the UK, look towards London as, you know, the hub of Shia programs.
Now let's look at the relationship between the judges, because we we know that Sayyid Ammar was purposely put next to Mullah Nazar because if Mullah Nazar needed any sort of translation, as we've seen in season 1 and season 2, Sayyid Ammar will just whisper it there, and then sometimes Mullah Nazar will be like, yeah, I don't even know what you said, but yeah, that one right there. Let's look at that tweet right there. Mullah Nazar and Sayyid Ammar's relationship. Can we have that tweet?
Oops.
Give them 1 second. But Sayyid Ammar, your relationship with Mullah Nazar Al-Qatari is absolutely amazing.
It's really cool. You know, he is a very interesting, unique character.
Let's see the tweet.
Yeah.
I love Sayyid Ammar and Mullah Nazar's relationship by JIR4G.
Yeah. Look, we have a great relationship. I think we all 4 of us generally have. But I think because he is very unique in his ways, he can be in such a good mood, or he could be in a mood where you've caught him on the wrong day. Yeah. I'm sure there's a term for that. So, you know, because of that, when he's next to me, there'll be times where, you know, he will whisper to me, did I say the words right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you think what I said was good?
Yeah.
And then sometimes he will say, you know, cacophonous. Or he'll say to me, Rifi. Or he'll say to me, you know, this voice has, Rifi is talking about rustic. Remember I used to say rustic.
Okay.
So he says to me, yes, no, thirsty. Throat, thirsty throat. Yeah. And I'm like thinking, what's going on here? Thirsty throat, okay, thirsty throat. And then he'll tell me, do you mind if I go on? Then he'll say something like, I've been very good today, I've been very polite. So because you're getting this range of emotions from him.
Yeah, because he did say on the first episode that I was being very polite to the contestants. And he didn't like that.
I said, Ammar, you weren't there.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
He said, this year I feel like I'm a bit fake.
Yeah.
I had to jamil, flattery.
Yeah, flattery, okay.
I had to flatter all the time. And he goes, wait for season 3, بعد خلاص. The
Yeah.
channels are unlocked. I'm going to be who I want to be. And that's it, is what it is.
I think generally speaking, you know, sometimes people will see what Mullah Nazar says or any of us say as being a bit too harsh. Yeah. But I think we're just trying our hardest at that moment to say what experiences we've had that we could share with that person, you know. And Mullah Nazar, I don't think in any way is the type of person who's looking to harm anyone. But maybe because sometimes how people were looking at him last season, he maybe just thought, let me just calm it down, because maybe it's a society now that any small constructive comment is taken out of proportion.
Yeah, now, brothers and sisters, I want to get Sayyid Ammar and Mullah Ali Fadl's reaction to
after حجة الإسلام والمسلمين Sayyid Ammar.
Disagreements that happened between Mullah Nazar and Sayyid Jalal. I don't know, I feel like there was certain times on the Shia Voice where Mullah Nazar just goes to the contestant, don't listen to Sayyid Jalal. What do you think? Do you think it's a healthy disagreement? Do you think it's an unhealthy disagreement? What's your opinion?
I don't have a problem with it. Look, we've all disagreed with each other on some of the feedback that we've given. And I've got no problem if someone to my right or to my left says to me, listen, Sayyid Ammar, I disagree with you on that. I think either he could do this, or you could have said this, or. What's wrong?
Yeah.
When no one's sitting here saying our words are perfection.
Yep.
Maybe someone next to us can remind us that, you know what, this is what could be said.
Definitely.
Jalal and Mullah Nazar have earned a right to have their opinions and earned a right to disagree with one another as well. Yeah, it's cool. It's really healthy.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice from my side. I just feel like
because you're looking at it from the host side.
What I love about Sayyid Jalal is that he gets very, very technical, and I know Mullah Nazar knows exactly what Sayyid Jalal is talking about. So when he does disagree, it's at a really technical level. So from my side, looking at the contestant, I just feel like sometimes some of these contestants maybe didn't really need that much of an in-depth kind of analysis, and that's why maybe Mullah Nazar is like, you know what, just like, we get it, but maybe not that deep.
Well, Mullah Nazar says we get it, not that deep, and he ends up in the last semi-final reciting every melody that has ever been there in history, and
he loves that,
and then saying, and then saying that I'm going to continue until I finish telling you all of the melodies.
Now, there's a third opinion we need to get, which is by our second host, co-host, Mullah Rashid Haidar. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. ملاتي.
هلا ملا.
استريح ملا. Now, Mullah, when you're at, first of all, how are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
Now, when you're backstage...
We look like a group that's ready to audition on Shia Voice.
Done.
Like choir.
What's our group name going to be?
Shia Voice.
I don't know. the Gunas bottled it.
That's really good.
We're going to cut that
Let's do
out.
anyway. Yeah, anyway.
Rashid,
Yes.
for you, when you're standing there with the contestant, you're expecting the contestant to come back to you.
Yeah.
Because of course, Ali Fadl waves them off, they come back to you, and you get their opinion on everything.
Yeah.
For you, when you listen to, for example, Mullah Nazar and Sayyid Jalal disagreeing,
Yeah.
how is it for you? What are you thinking at that moment?
For me, I'm processing a lot. I'm just thinking, what's going on? Why are they arguing? To be fair, it's good for entertainment. From my side, it's like, I'm thinking I've got another guy I need to interview, but I'm seeing beef going on here. I need to work out a bunch of stuff. But no, I think it's good. I think it's good when everyone has different opinions on stuff. You know, for example, when Sayyid Ammar says one thing and Sayyid Jalal's like, no, I think this is like that. So I think it's good. It shows that, you know.
Do you, if there is disagreements, or one of the contestants, so I might be taking one of your questions by
No,
the way.
go ahead.
But if there are disagreements,
Yeah.
and do you get the feel from the contestant that maybe he's a bit upset or he's a bit emotional?
Yeah. Sometimes
you get that feel as well?
I'd get the feeling, or they'd actually tell me. They're a bit like, you know, it didn't go too well.
No, by the way, upset not with the judgment, but upset maybe with his performance.
Yeah,
but you'll
of
get that
course.
emotion.
Yeah.
Good question.
You'll see them when they sit in the back and they kind of look a bit distraught, and you kind of know, like, it's affected them a bit.
Good. That was a very good question. Brothers and sisters, we are going to play a short clip, or some short clips, of the bromance between Dr. Sayyid Ammar Nakshawani and Mullah Nazar Al-Qatari. Let's see it. And we're going to react to it live.
I love this.
Mullah, this is their environment.
Mullah, I don't think it was Hijaz. It was, who cares? Ali Mawla.
Say please.
Say it the time.
Oh my God. He didn't want to do
By the way,
it.
we've got another clip that's going to roll in 1 second. There we are.
والله after حجة الإسلام والمسلمين سيد عمار
Now you're going to
say I cannot say anything about the content of the lecture. MashaAllah, this is his field. Profession. He did
His area.
Yeah, his area. Yeah.
Oh, I said it. Okay.
فاسد وطيب عسلهم فاسد وطيب عسلنا أمهم هند وإحنا منزكين.
I'll begin by quoting Sheikh Hujjat al-Islam Mullah Nazar Al-Qatari. Bravo.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, amazing.
That's a proper bromance.
That's a proper bromance. Now, Sayyid Ammar, for you when he said, Hind, wa ihna min az-Zakiya, their mother's Hind, and our mother is az-Zakiya, Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. Were you expecting that? Was it something that you were expecting from him, which is why you reacted that way? Or was it unexpected?
I think as soon as he said, you know, their mum is Hind,
Yeah.
I knew from the lines that were coming, you know, just it's got to be Fatima Zakiya, or it was Zakiya, referring to the Zakiya, the purified one. And, you know, when you hear lines like that, you can't but help put everything to the side, put the judges to the side, the way we behave to the side, just say, come here, my bro. You deserve a hug for that, you know?
Definitely.
And that's what's also, a lot of people will point out when judges say something critical. But people forget how many times people like Mullah Nazar have gone up from their seat, gone up there, hugged, kissed someone on their forehead.
Yep.
You know, said Jalal as well. And many people don't also realize that after the show, we talk to the participants,
Yep.
you know, about some of our feedback. So that just in case we feel that one of the participants may have thought it was a bit harsh or it may have been hurt, you try and make sure that you say hello to them after.
Yeah, excellent. Now, there was another one, which was, I want to get both of your reactions to this, Mullah Ali and Mullah Rashid. Sayyid Ammar said, it's not Hijaz, it's who cares? Ali Mawla. What was your reaction to that? Because we saw the performance that went absolutely viral last year for season 1. The Ali Mawla performance, millions of views on all platforms on social media. Well, he started with Dambi Dambi Ali Ba, but then he switched to Ali Mawla, and it was, you know, we were all there.
It was epic.
The atmosphere in there was unbelievable. So when Sayyid Ammar was just pushing for the Ali Mawla, were you guys thinking, yes, Mullah Nazar, go for it?
Okay.
I've done a lot of speaking, go on.
Just got in. You know what? When Sayyid, when you did that, because I remember watching it, because I was in the corner, and I was like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? I was like, what has Mullah Nazar just done? I was like, what's Sayyid just spotted? And then he started just smashing the table. To me, it was just like, it's just vibes right now. Last day, everyone's just enjoying.
Fellas, just jump on stage with Mullah Nazar.
Everyone just knock it out.
Mullah Ali, your reaction?
No, I think because the Ali Mawla Qasida, it's got so much proud and pride heritage with it, you can't help but feel the excitement. And so when he's doing his whole maqamats, that I know what he was doing, he was trying to be quite artistic, which is fine. But at the end of it, it's like, okay, we just want to get to the Ali Mawla, we just want to get excited, we want to be proud of loving Ali ibn Abi Talib, and that's the qasida that he is an expert in.
And it works even nicer with someone like Mullah Nazar, because if I did that to Mullah Ali, and said to Mullah Ali, do Ali Mawla, I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do this. But with him, you know he's not going to be happy that someone's just interrupted what he's wanted to say.
Exactly, yep.
So in a way, it's a little wind-up, you know? It's just like, I know that you're really passionate about these maqamats, but I'm purposely going to interrupt you. And I'm just going to tell you what we all feel.
That takes a lot of preparation. The maqamat thing is not a joke. It's really hard to do.
Wallah,
so that's why I feel for him.
I was sitting there thinking, Mullah Nazar, you're probably preaching to like 5 people who understand what you're saying right now. To everyone else, it just sounds good. But to us, it's like, brothers and sisters, the Shia Voice Grand Finale tickets are on sale right now. Go on the website www.theshiavoice.com/tickets to grab your ticket so that you can have the best seats possible in the house for you to watch the Grand Finale, something you don't want to miss. And as I said, at the beginning of this show, we will announce the 3 people who you voted in from each semi-final and the judges' wild cards. Now, Sayyid Ammar, you mentioned that after the show, busy with the watermelon, as always, Sayyid Ammar sees fruits and he's just all in. You mentioned a few minutes ago that you go backstage, you speak to the contestants about, you know, if something was a bit harsh, that kind of stuff. In season 1, you were seen as the favorite, by the way. In the comments, people are like, we expected Sayyid Ammar to be very harsh, but he's proven to be the nicest one on the panel. And something which you may have said in one of the episodes, which people kind of spoke about on social media. And some people thought that it was a bit
People
harsh.
spoke about me on social media?
Surprising?
It's unusual.
No, so people spoke about, you know, that particular comment or that particular feedback that you gave. And, you know, some people are saying it was rightly said, some people are saying it was a bit too harsh. What's your response to that? So the people that are saying it's a bit too harsh.
Well, the fact that I can only remember one is good.
Okay.
You know, I think the reality was that...
Can we just see the tweet while Sayyid Ammar is speaking? Go ahead, Sayyid. Sayyid Ammar is harsher than Nazar. I agree, though.
Yeah, but they agree with the comment.
They agree with the comment.
Yeah,
but
look at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, all of us who give feedback, in no way is our intention in giving the feedback, in no way is it personal. We're just giving feedback in a way to try and guide someone. Our dear brother, I think it was, Abu al-Qasim al-Asadi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow him to continue going from strength to strength. In whatever area of service that he decides. I'm no one to decide. And I hope that whatever area of service that he takes on, whether it's Quran, whether it's Noha, I hope that our communities are the first to invite him. Maybe our community saw something that I didn't. Because the beautiful thing about Shia Voice last year, Shan and Rizwan invited everywhere.
Yeah.
Muhammad Abbas Ja'far everywhere. Muhammad Fahim Akbar everywhere. Muhammad Rada al-Mudaffar, Muhammad Mahdi al-Mudaffar. Muhammad Mahdi al-Mudaffar everywhere. There's a few others who didn't even make it to the final who started getting invited everywhere. So as a community out there, those who believe in a judgment different than my judgment or in feedback different than mine, invite him to your Husayniyah. If you think that maybe one of us got it wrong when we were giving judgments, invite him to your Husayniyah.
Inshallah,
you know, because we last year did not end up seeing, for example, Muhammad Abbas Ja'far winning, but still people invited him.
Yep.
Maybe there was Yusuf al-Lu'aybi did not even make it to the final, which in a way, when people invite him, they're saying that we don't mind or we don't care what the judges say. We want to invite him.
Yeah.
So those who are out there who maybe feel that, you know what, some of us, because I know that someone said to me, you know what, said Ammar, at the end of the day, you should never stop someone reciting the Quran. But this has nothing to do with stopping someone reciting the Quran. The recital of the Quran has to continue forever. Who am I to stop someone reciting the word of God? You have to continue reciting forever. But I think when you've come on the Shia Voice, what we have to do in our position on this show. Outside of the show, people can do whatever they want in their career. But in our position on this show, we have to try and help you make a decision whether this looks like it's going to be your field or whether it could be another area. Here's Mullah Rashid in front of us. He recites Arabic latmiyat, recited Arabic latmiyat, recited Arabic latmiyat. I think I said to him in the final, it'd be nice to hear a Swahili one from you. Considering your background is not Arabic. Look at him this year. He took that advice on board. And that's the great thing about people like Abu al-Qasim and so on. They be humble enough to take that advice on board. They'll either continue to work on their Quran recitation or they'll continue to serve in another way. But you know, these things are natural. Look, one day it's Mullah Nazar. Another day it's Said Jalal. Another day it's Said Maytham. And we have no problem. The Shia Voice audience, we cannot hate them. They are the ones who make this show special. So if the Shia Voice audience says that, you know what, we differ with Said Ammar, how he said that, you have every right to voice your opinion. Every right. Why should we feel that someone being critical of us on an opinion that we're giving, we shouldn't really feel sad with it. I must admit, I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it because unless it's someone who's pretty prominent in my field, then everybody else giving opinions on things which aren't their area, you know, I wouldn't really lose much sleep. But that's the beauty of interaction, that we all want to hear what you've got to say. Mullah Ali will hear feedback, he'll come and tell me. And Mullah Rashid will hear feedback, he'll come and tell us. But it's nice, you know, over 2 seasons to have, you know, to have people discuss one opinion that you give. I think it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a follow-up question to that, and I want both of your opinions as well. Someone might come and say, Sayyid Ammar, in the great words of Mullah Nazar, this isn't your area, you know? This is Sayyid Jalal's area. He should be the one that should tell him that if, in his opinion, that he's not getting the maqamat correct, he's not getting the recitation correct, if Sayyid Jalal doesn't see potential in him, then Sayyid Jalal, for example, should be the one to say that. Not you, because your field is spoken language, lecturing. I want to get Mullah Ali's opinion first on this.
Now?
Yeah.
So the great thing about the audience is that when he's reciting Quran, a layman like me who doesn't know is not hearing it right, for example. Right?
All right.
Whether I know the technicalities of maqamat or not, I can physically see and I can hear that this doesn't sound right, doesn't sound good. Then if you then, so in Sayyid Ammar's position, he knows a thing or two about sound, he knows a thing or two about microphone and mic control. Yeah, he's probably not an expert in the maqamat and stuff like that, but he probably doesn't need to be, because what he can hear, based on his experience, is like, you know what, look, you're great maybe in some other areas, but this one, it's probably not the best for you.
The three other judges, if they thought that what was done there was the best of quality, it'll average out at the end.
Yeah.
You know, if they thought, and like I always say, listen, if the brother has done amazingly well on it, our mosque should invite him.
Yeah, okay.
Our mosques should invite him, and inshallah we will see thousands of invites in the following year for our brother.
Inshallah. Husainawi.
Husainawi, yeah.
From Vancouver.
Yeah.
He's, inshallah, he's going to get loads of invites now.
Yeah.
Because of the platform.
He was amazing.
That was
He was amazing. But I want to ask Mullah Rashid, do you feel like, because obviously you were a contestant last year, you're now the co-host, alhamdulillah. Do you feel like the judges were harsher this year or last year? Or do you feel like there's a give and take?
I remember Mullah Nizar in one episode, he said something about how feedback, he said something, I don't know what on the lines he said, but he basically just said feedback in itself is not a bad thing. If you want to improve yourself and you want to get better at whatever you do, you have to be able to take that feedback and you have to be able to work on yourself. So I personally think that, okay, maybe sometimes some things might come out and it might be like, oh, okay, hang on a minute, what's he said? But if you think about it like me, for example, if I want to get better at reciting Latmiyahs or something, and Mullah Nizar, I sit there with him and I sit there and I'm like, can you listen to me? And he will grill me.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's like, it's for my benefit. Yeah. If I want to get better at it, I'm going to have to go through that process of, you know, being told something is like this, getting better. And that's the only way we can get better. If someone's not going to give you feedback, I'm not going to tell you, you know, how things are.
Oh, we've all received feedback in our time. Listen, let's be frank. I'm probably started as one of the youngest speakers in the world.
Okay.
And those early days when you're a young speaker, you're a young dude. Those early days, those double your age or triple your age. Ammo, you didn't recite this properly. Ammo, لازم نسوي هالمقام. Ammo, you have to change this.
Okay.
We've got quite a bit of that.
So when we did get that, there's two ways to approach that. One way is, you know what, this is fuel for me to do better. Another way is, this person is sitting there clearly because he knows his stuff on an area or two, especially of the Quran. I think I know a couple of verses here and there. And so we have to take that type of advice on board. We do, however, and it's good for us to remind ourselves on the day of Eid, that we do live in a very hypocritical society. Let me give you an example. We live in a society, it says Said Ammar al-Shawani's got tattoos. Said Ammar al-Shawani is MI6. Said Ammar al-Shawani CIA. Said Ammar al-Shawani should be taken off minbar. Said Ammar al-Shawani should be banned. Said Ammar al-Shawani. That is not harsh. That's fine. People putting harsh comments on our lives. Making harsh comments about us. All of these things, everybody turns around and they say, this is perfectly fine.
Okay.
If we then turn around with one piece of, how dare you give that feedback? Okay, so how about all the scholars and all the reciters in the last 20, 30, 50 years who people have blatantly attacked and spoken bad about, and actually people forward those harsh things about them? When we therefore see this, it's a hypocritical society. Secondly, what's also sad, I think, which is also important to remember, is we are very open that if somebody does want to ask us to clarify, look at us, we come on Shia Voice on Imam Hussein TV. And we're more than happy to talk about this. We don't need to shy away from it.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, who are we? Ma'soom. We can always listen to constructive feedback. But when people begin to start themselves becoming what they supposedly are correcting.
That's a good point.
You are supposedly correcting when someone gives some sort of...
By the way, there's going to be a little horse in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Someone said there's going to be a horse. But anyway,
it's quite fitting, actually.
Said we can... Yeah, it is a horse there. Said we can agree that there's double standards in our community. However, do you not feel like... I don't know, when I look at some of these contestants and I feel like they're timid or they're shy, but they wanna do khidmah.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like that sometimes that discourages them from the khidmah of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim wassalam, or the khidmah of the Quran? Because you mentioned a very good point that when you all three of you were starting in your careers, you faced harsh criticism, you faced feedback, and you said you use that as fuel.
Yeah.
But for some people, they'll take it as he's discouraging me from continuing in my field.
I think anyone who's come to season 2 of Shia Voice would have seen season 1.
Yeah.
And if you've seen season 1, you cannot expect.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
Listen, on this occasion, you may have got me talking. In the past occasions, you had Mullah Nazar and whoever else was on the judging panel.
Yeah.
All of them, you could clearly tell before you've come to Shia Voice season 2 that I've got to be ready here because one of these guys might say something. So mashallah, credit to the person for coming on.
Yeah.
It just so happens that maybe the person who said it was someone he least expected.
And also, Sayyid, you mentioned a couple of times for those reciters who are kind of like have a couple of years of experience, that you being humble enough to come onto a stage in front of who you would consider your peer, and then still take on advice, is also testament to them wanting to develop themselves and be better.
Can I add one more thing? Before we move on.
Okay, one more thing, Sayyid. Just one more thing.
One more thing. I am somebody who is very just, with my star sign being Libra. I am somebody who's very just in my feedback and constructive criticism of my peers, let alone of somebody who's just starting off.
Okay.
I don't shy away even with somebody who is in the same peer as me, who's giving lectures and being very open in my opinions, even about them. So I'm not somebody who's going to look at this poor young man and say, oh, you know what, because he's a contestant, we're going to be harsh on him. On my own lectures, I've been very open in my opinions, even against those. And those in my field are very, very judgmental on me. So we have an understanding that feedback, as long as the niyyah is pure.
Yeah.
The niyyah shouldn't be because you belong to a cult. The niyyah shouldn't be because of your paymasters. And nor should the niyyah be because you're a group of people who have not made it to being well known and now you're hating on everybody. As long as the niyyah is constructive, then we should all be willing to look at mirrors of ourselves.
Thank you for that final point, Sayyid. Brothers and sisters, there is a special donation package, we can call it, of £720 where you get tickets to the Shia Voice final as well as a tour of backstage and around everything that we do here on the Shia Voice. So if you want to have that opportunity, then go on our website www.theshiavoice.com/support-TSV and pledge right now to help us continue this going. Sayyid Ammar, we want to hear a loud Nara Haydari, but not from you right now. We'll hear it from this video. Let's see it.
I love this moment.
No one has ever heard Sayyid Ammar actually do Nara Haydari by himself. Just put the camera on this guy.
I don't have the voice to do it.
Let's do it. You're gonna have to do it.
I'm not feeling well.
Habibi, I came all the way from America for you.
He came all the way from America for you.
Bismillah.
Just a nara.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, wow.
There you go, that's the first and probably the last.
Mullah Ali Fadl was very, very excited for that Nara Haydari because right now, behind us, on our screens, and on your screens, we've got Sayyid Maysam Abbas joining us live. Salaam alaikum, Sayyid.
Wa alaikum assalam, Nara Haydari.
Ali.
Thank you for having me.
Sayyid Maysam, it's a pleasure and it's an honor to have you here with us on the Shia Voice Extra. Why did you want a Nara Haydari from Sayyid Ammar, specifically Sayyid Ammar?
Okay. You want me to be truthfully?
Truthful.
You want me to be brutally honest? Okay. There was this one majlis that Sayyid Ammar... Oh, okay, did I cut off here?
You're still with us.
Okay. There was this one majlis I remember when I was younger I attended, and one of the Pakistani attendees that came that day, the Azadars, they did a loud Nara Hedri, and that flabbergasted Sayyid Ammar. And Sayyid Ammar, I think he said, okay, when I'm reciting, please, because there's a recording going on, let's not interrupt. But I wanted to make sure that day, I decided one day I'm going to make this guy do a Nara. And then I don't know how the world came together. I was able to have him do the Nara Hedri.
And you managed to very nicely guilt trip Sayyid Ammar to say, I came all the way from America for you. did that just come spontaneously? Or?
No, it's true. I'm here because Sayyid Ammar. Sayyid Ammar is the one who guilt tripped me to joining the Shia Voice, which I think we spoke about in the documentary.
Yeah, so you returned the favor to him, guilt tripping him to do an Arahayda.
He's got to do a little more. He's got to come to my center, inshallah.
Okay, but he'll
have to say
come
it on
to
record.
I inshallah will be the spokesperson for this part of Sayyid Ammar's career. Inshallah he will come if we get another Nara Haydari from you right now.
Huh? Okay. Nara Haydari.
Beautiful.
Nara.
Two.
Oh. Sound peaked.
Haydari!
Ya Ali! Subhanallah, what a great Nara Haydari that the connection even cut out. The connection couldn't even hold the handle. Sorry. Handle the weight of that Nara Haydari. Now, Sayyid Maysam, for you, and this question is for you guys as well, by the way. Your category won last year, season 1 of the Shia Voice, as we saw Shana Rizwan win it. Now we've finished the semi-finals. And this question is to all of you, starting with Sayyid Maysam. Which performance or performer are you looking forward to the most in the grand finale?
Okay, I'm looking forward. It might be surprising to everyone. I know I'm the Pakistani representative, but honestly, I really don't mind if it's a Quran reciter. I know they asked me this after the show. They said, oh, are you happy that one of your persons from one of your category is about to move forward to the next round? I said, listen, whoever is the most deserving gets to have the title, and I don't really mind whether that's Pakistani, Arabic, someone from UK, someone from Germany. We can't put these labels on Shias and Imam Hussein. Like we said, I think Imam Hussein TV's slogan is Imam Hussein unites us all. So I don't really mind who wins. One person I'm looking forward to, though, if I really have to be honest again, I'm looking forward to Zuhairi, Ali Zuhairi. Yeah, and I hope Bagheri, he does a really good job, inshallah, because he was the one person who gave me hope again that my category might be, at least I want some representation in the final.
Say Mason, sorry, I wanted to ask you, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Salam, It's Ali Fadl, how are you, okay?
Wa alaikum salam, wa alaikum salam.
So, Sayyid Mason, you mentioned that when Gohari recited, that you said, look, you guys don't understand what he's just done. Yeah. And I think we can liken that to Mullah Ali Zuhairi, because we were like, you guys just don't understand what this guy has done.
What's just happened? Yeah.
So are we expecting, something phenomenal from Gohari, inshallah? Because we're expecting something phenomenal from Zuhairi. He had 2 very good auditions.
Now, if I remember correctly, I think I said that for Yawar Bukhari.
Yeah. You called him Ustad. You actually called him Ustad Yawar Bukhari, and we were expecting the semi-final to be out of this world.
Yeah.
No, please correct me, because I'm a little confused.
Because Gohari actually went through to the final. No one really expected it, but you knew that there was something about his recitation.
Yeah. So before he came on, I spoke to Sayyid Ammar, I said, oh my God, I think no one from my category might be able to move forward this time.
Wow.
And that's going to be it's going to be really sad for the Shia Voice that we don't have a Pakistani person going forward. But when Bakr came on, I was literally, I think I was like this in my seat. And I just, when he was through the middle of his performance, I was just hooked onto what he was reciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just so effortlessly goes through the, you know how Sayyid Jalal always says, the dimension of his voice and the flexibility.
Yeah.
He has so much of that. He has so much of that, and so nice to see it on this stage.
Now, Sayyid Maysam, we have, as you know, we are announcing the 3 people who won the votes of the audience, and inshallah the wild card. Are you excited for the wild card?
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard for the decisions to make. I know we were just going through it today. It was a tough one, tough one. I'm excited. I'm excited to find out what the result is.
Now, Sayyid Ammar, you've seen all the performances. I don't want to say give me your top 3, but who would you love to go through, let's say, for the audience votes? From each semi-final, who are you expecting to go through?
I think I said earlier that the ones who I thought were going through in the show, all of a sudden we see that they didn't make it. They're probably the ones I hope to go through. I hope Hussein Taft goes through. I hope Sayhan goes through. I hope Salma goes through. I hope Muhammad Al-Mudaffar goes through. Have I forgotten anyone? That seems like, you know, some of the people who I clearly remember. Yawar was brilliant. Alamdar was. You never, you know, I'm waiting for your announcement, to tell the truth, to see who exactly made it. I know the wild card decision.
Yeah.
And even the wild card decision was one that we were going back and forth on. Said Jalal Ma'soom is just about to walk in very shortly, and he'll be talking with you about the wild card. Who would we pick as our wild card? Who we thought deserves to go through? That was a tough one as well. So let's see. I think 20 minutes time we're going to make the announcement.
Inshallah. Mullah Rashid, who do you anticipate to go through to the grand finale from the audience's votes? Because we had thousands of votes, and it was like the semi-final would finish, and then you'd see the results. You wake up in the morning, it's a completely different result. Who are you anticipating to go through?
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know who's obviously made it, and obviously we look forward to seeing what's the announcement. But of course, like someone like Hussein Taft, you know, that's someone that, of course, we all like. He's got that charisma, he's got that energy. Yawar was quite good. In his first performance, I was like, damn, like this guy's doing some crazy stuff with his voice, and he's controlling through his throat, just moving like this. And I'm like, this guy's a pro. There's quite a few people.
Mullah Ali, for you?
So a lot of people were speaking about Mudaffar.
Yeah.
Because based on his first performance, they're like, this guy's going to make it way to the final. But then his semi-final, there was just something missing.
It's because he didn't go to that higher.
By the way, he also came up against stiff competition that day as well, which was really difficult for him. But I noticed that he had a video ready. As soon as that semi-final finished, he had a video ready, explaining to the people, look, I want to do more, get me through to the final. So he had a video ready. So the votes can literally sway every minute. It can go this way, that way, that way. So we don't know.
Amazing.
Mudaffar, inshallah.
Brothers and sisters, we are going to go to a short clip, but after that, we will welcome on one of our 4 judges onto this set with us. Stay with us.
ما منع الناس أن يؤمنوا إذ جاءهم الهدى ويستغفروا ربهم
By by the way, there's going to be a little horse in it.
Yeah, yeah. Little horse is good for life.
In the end,
we all need a little horse.
A phenomenal Quran reciter all the way from Germany. You just saw on your screens right there. And what better person to discuss this clip and this competitor than Sayyid Jalal Ma'soumi, our international Quran teacher. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Mubarak to you. I take this opportunity. I don't know which camera I have to look. I think that one.
The middle one.
Yeah, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Eid Mubarak to you, those that are celebrating today and those that are celebrating tomorrow. I wish may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your prayers, your fasting. And inshallah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala next year we can have this program in the presence of Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi. Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu al-sharif. Ibadatkum inshallah, your prayers, your siyam inshallah maqbool.
You smell so Quranic.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You smell really good, mashallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The essence of the Quran is...
Yeah, because I was just now in a program.
Yeah.
So we just giving rewards, awards to the Quran reciters because we had done one khatma of the Holy Quran with Shabab Al-Akbar. So from here as well, we have to thank them. We have done, alhamdulillah, good job. We started about 4 years ago, and 2 years we had actually face-to-face, and we have done the Khatmatul Quran, alhamdulillah.
Now, say Jalal, for you, season 2, we've already discussed the first 6 episodes with you, but the semi-finals right now, season 2 semi-finals, how has that been for you in your category, and then overall?
You know, we have now 2 reciters of the Holy Quran in the final. Actually,
amazing.
Mustafa Ali and as well Mahdi Jawadi, both of them, they are strong in the recitation of the Holy Quran. They know the melodies, their tajweed, mashallah, in the high level. But we expect a very professional recitations of the Holy Quran in the final. Not just in the recitation of the Holy Quran, so as well in other categories. So we have, mashallah, Ali Zuhairi in recitation of actually Latmiyat or any others, mashallah, they are doing good job.
Can I ask you a question, Sayyid?
Yes, Mawlana.
In the final, Rawadid can come up with something special.
Yes.
A new tar, a new melody, a new qasida,
yes.
engaging with the crowd.
Okay.
The Quran guys, what can they do to really wow the crowd? Because the judgment on the final is both the judges and the audience as well. So what can they do to really...
Yeah. You know, the first thing which is very important for the reciters of the Holy Quran, because the choices we give them, so definitely the choices we give them, there are different topics. So they should be able to compound the melody with the topic, because the recitation should be always based on the meaning. We give them verses with different topics, so they should actually, for example, if they want to change from happy verse to the sad verse, so they should have a mubaddil, we call it the exchanger. So that is the issue. If a reciter goes without any changer and the reciter goes with a changer, so there is a point for the reciter goes with the changer.
Okay.
And I think Mahdi Jawadi did in the semi-final when he was moving from, I think he was moving from Ras to Sabah. I think he was doing Maqam Del Nashin. And as well, another reciter as well did like this.
Sayyid, we've got a very special guest and we're going to bring him in with a video. Let's watch this.
Okay, I will give you the solution. You drop me to semi-final. I will.
Allah.
He made us smile, he made us cry.
Mullah Isa Ali is here with us. Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Ya Allah, MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum, Mullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmah.
How are you?
How are you, everybody?
Wallah, it's good to see you, Wallah. We loved you. We loved your audition. And we loved your semi-final, by the way, when you had that exchange with Mullah Nazar. You were telling me, no, I did it right. He was saying, no, you didn't. Why were you so adamant to not just accept what Mullah Nazar was saying?
Oh, I think this great semi-final, I always tell to Allah, thank you. Because I cooperate with you and I give my audition in your program, good program, I think. So Mullah Nazar, he told like this, you don't big load, you use your voice little same studio like this. But okay, this is no problem. I think I am happy. I think I win out because this is a program for Imam Hussein. This is for service for Islam. I think like this.
You know, people loved you so much on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, and they were replying to us and sending us messages saying, Wallah, we love him so much because he's always smiling and he's always making us laugh.
Yes. Okay, and this is my life. I am always like this because I know, because you know, this is not only I am in the Shia Voice. Maybe last 2 weeks, I am in Kuwait. I went up there. I am the first. The Quran also. I am always in this area, this Quran, Noha, Laqmiya, Qasida. So for me, no problem. Sometimes I am coming number one. Sometimes coming last one. So this is always I am the thing. This is my life in my with my family, with my friends. Always life. And always. I am happy when I see this is face or Sayyid Jalal or I have something for Sayyid Jalal. I want to tell you. I think if you give me little time.
This is Mullah Isa's final attempt to try and get the wild cards from the judges. Let's hear it.
Last chance.
Let's hear it, Mullah Isa.
Dicen ese cuarto, Bruce los primero Ali. Dicen John Diego, Dios dicen Bruce primero Ali. Quran dicen Diego, Quran dicen
No, Iraqi. Okay, I will give you the solution.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yani, whatever decision you three with Mullah Nazar have made, I think it needs to change right now. Because that was so unexpected. Mullah Isa, yeah, we love you. And you are a name that will be remembered in Shia Voice history. I will definitely tell you that, and I can assure you of that. You will be remembered amongst the greats of the Shia Voice.
Last episode, I saw you. I saw that video. You told I love you so much. I want to answer to you, but I don't know where is your WhatsApp, where is your Instagram account. But I love you also. All here.
Give your WhatsApp.
Mr. Ali Fadl.
I will speak behind the scenes to the directors and the producers, and I will get your number, inshallah, but I can't reveal my number in front of so many people because I know people won't send me messages.
I'll give you a number. 1 second.
لا 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 لا
One second.
0795.
1 second.
أنا حافظها. I've learned
1
it.
second. Here's Minhal's number.
لا say it. I'm gonna get prank calls.
+44 7401.
I will take from the.
Mullah Isa.
I will take from Mustafa, no problem.
Mullah Isa, do you know how to recite in Farsi? Mullah Isa, can you recite in Farsi?
No, actually, I have something for Sayyid myself.
والله جاهز يعني. بسم الله. Urdu. يلا.
No, wow.
Every trick at the moment to get to that final.
He wants that wild card.
I changed my vote, please.
जंबी दूर जाता हो मैं घबराता हो हर बार मेरे दिल को तेरी याद आते हैं मैं तुझ भी कुर्बान मौला अल्लाह जाता है तू मेरी जान है तू मेरे दिल की धड़कन है मेरे सीने की राहत है तुझ पे ही कुर्बान में सारा जहां अली का प्यार है तू तू जान का टुकड़ा ही नहीं तू जान पूरा ही एबनी करार है मेरी
Mullah Isa, I have a question for you, by the way, because you recited.
By the way, if he recited this in the semi-finals, you would be in the finals. You wouldn't be in the option
for By the way, it seems like Sayyid Maysam just found God. Mullah Isa, I wanted to ask you a question. نار صفدري خلينا
نار صفدري نار قنبري
Mullah Isa, in the semi-final you recited for Mullah Nazar's mother, and I think you really made him emotional there. But then after your performance, he gave you very harsh criticism. What do you have to say about that?
No, what happened? This is the time. Time is short. After 2 days, I want to go to recite. So decision is difficult. I have more know-how. I don't know which one, but I think that know-how which one I recite, I think it's very good. This for Mullah Muhammad Bujbara and Mahmoud Asiri. I think this very famous know-how. So I think if I go and recite and little down for the maqam, after coming up, I think that I will go to final. But this is okay. Sometimes you think something, sometimes judgment thinks something. But this is no problem. I told we all winner. In what Hujjat al-Islam and Muslimin told, we all winner.
But for example, someone would say, if someone recited for my mother like this, I'd be very nice about it. I wouldn't be as harsh as Mullah Nazar. Do you feel like he was very harsh on you?
No. This is, I think, here in our Gulf, we have two famous person now with you. First man is Sayyid Ammar. Sayyid Ammar here in famous in Khalid in Gulf, too much famous. Somebody also from Bahrain, when I want to go to London, he told me, Isa, you will not go to London. Not good. I told, why not good, Shia Voice? He told, because Sayyid Ammar is very good. This reciting is very good and very good man. But last time he put tattoo in his hand, so he not good. You will not go. I thought, no. What happened? Everybody have freedom. He put tattoo, but he Muslim. He Shia. Why I will not go? And that man, Mullah Nazar here in our Gulf always too much famous. So I think Mullah Nazar, if I go to final or if I'm not going, Mullah Nazar is my teacher. He can't tell anything. If I give to his mom, if I reciting for his mom, no. I believe, I accept. Anything he will tell, I accept. No problem. Also, Mr. Sayyid Jalal.
So, Mullah Isa, in Bahrain, because of course, you're living there, what was the general feedback on the Shia Voice?
Last year, in season 1, nobody in Bahrain, I can see, nobody listening for Shia Voice. Because you coming in Ramadan, and Ramadan here in Bahrain, everybody busy. No have time to see the channel, see the like this, no. But this season, Mullah Nazar, he sent to WhatsApp. Everybody, he said who's know, he sent to WhatsApp. And okay, somebody know, there is one program in London, name is Shia Voice. So I think next year, season number 3, I think your program will be famous here in Gulf, not in Bahrain, in Gulf.
Ahsant. Mullah Isa, it's been a pleasure and it's been absolutely amazing to have you here on the Shia Voice Extra. I couldn't think of anyone better to come on here and, just surprise us with that recitation. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you, inshallah, in the near
I
future.
have last word, but give me 1 minute. Last.
1 minute, yalla, let's hear it.
يا حبذا دوحة في الخلد نابتة
الله
ما مثلها نبتت في الخلد من شجري المصطفى أصلها والفرع فاطمة ثم اللقاح عدي سيد بشري والهاشمية لسبطاه لها ثمر والشيعة الورق
أحسنت ما شاء الله. صل على محمد وآل محمد. صل على محمد. Mullah Isa, thank you so much for joining us. Inshallah, we will see you in the near future. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, it has come down to that time, inshallah, after the clips that we will see, and after the final statements, we will reveal who has made it through your votes, to the grand finale of the Shia Voice, and also who has won that wild card. Let's roll those clips.
Like his bravery at 19. It's massive. Would you give higher marks?
Also, following on that,
you've recited from a young age. It takes a lot of bravery then to keep evolving. Am I right? Keep telling people, if they're low pitch, I never heard your high pitch.
But this
when they do high pitch, I want to see your low pitch. So the poor guy tried to do everything.
Good. We came to the, Thank you.
I don't know what else. You do high, low, high.
Normally this type.
Low, high, low, high. Sayyid Ammar, you seemingly from season 1 up until that episode right there, you were thinking, Sayyid Jalal, you are asking for too much from a 19-year-old. Yeah. Tell us why you went. You just lost it.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, you know what, said Jalal, when the guy's got low pitch, he's like, you should have tried high. The guy tried high, said Jalal's like, you should have touched the low. I'm thinking, you know what, now I'm getting confused. Is he really meant to be put under that much scrutiny? But said Jalal's the expert, so he knows.
Now, say Jalal, do you think for you, when Sayyid Ammar said that, did you think that you, for example, noticed that you were being harsh for them? Or were you kind of thinking, no, Sayyid Ammar, I know what I'm doing?
No, actually, this is our responsibility. As a judge, I have to be there and judge them. Because if a reciter comes and he recites, for example, the range of maybe 14, and another reciter comes and he recites in the range of 21. So there is difference between a person who is doing the lower pitch and the highest pitch, which is, the difference is 21 pitches, and another person is, for example, 12 or 10. So that's our responsibility. I have to judge them based on the qualities of voice, because voice has many qualities. One of them is actually dimension. Another one is flexibility. Another one is
so much goes into
many qualities. Another one is the strength of your voice. How do you use the strength of your voice? Yes, and the beauty of your voice. There are many qualities. So that's the reason. Of course, we should be in some actually areas. We should be a bit of harsh.
Now, say Jalal, for us, growing up, and I'm sure you would all agree that when we hear the name Hazara, we think of a minority community in Afghanistan. However, Shia Voice has had some of the greatest Hazara representation that we've ever seen on a platform. How does that make you feel as a person from Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan, normally the Hazara people, they are really hard-working people. Unfortunately, during many period of times, different epochs in Afghanistan, the government, which is not actually Hazara, the government is Pashtun, so they always actually undermined the Hazara community. Usually they have the jobs with the low quality, yes?
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, they are the best people, hard-working people. Alhamdulillah, we have good reciters.
Said, before you continue, let's see the clip and let's see exactly how many representatives of the Hazara community we actually had on the Shia Voice. Let's roll the clip.
علی شیر خدا یا شاه مردان دل ناشاد ما را شاد گردان دل ناشاد ما را شاد گردان علی شیر خدا یا شاه مردان.
You see, that's the quality. But he was Ali Shah Mardan, he was in just normally, without tahreem. That's the quality. So I have to focus, yes.
Okay. I'm going to agree as if I know what he's talking about, but inshallah I will learn. Inshallah I will learn in the future. Mullah Ali, why are you looking at me like that?
So, I mean, I guess I got it. I was saying it's not that hard, but okay. Yeah, sorry.
And Sayyid Ammar, do you think we had great speakers this year? Because I'm going to go to a clip right now. Let's see it.
How can I mention Abbas? Not mention Masa'ib Zainab. Ya Zainab. Narration mentioned wherever Zainab was, Abul Fadl Abbas would be right behind her, making sure she was safe. Oh, Abul Fadl, where were you on the day of Ashura when they hurt your dear Sukaina and Ruqayya?
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Tough.
11 years old. Oh, there's one more. Sorry, Sayyid. One more. Let's play that.
With our Shia voice, we will always say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah, Aliyun
Waliullah. Yeah, amazing. Say it quickly because we need to announce and we're running out of time. The quality of speakers this year.
Yeah, outstanding. You know, you had example of Hussein Taft. You're looking at the future being bright. Yes. Salma, you're looking at somebody you could have literally start lecturing in the community from now. Ali Haidar, again, one for the future, and mashallah, he made it into the final.
Yep.
Real source of pride to have speakers coming through with that quality. But let's not forget those who didn't make it through, like Mustafa, really humble, polite, pious, will only continue to grow and come out of his shell slowly. I really applaud all of them. As Mullah Ali earlier mentioned, 400 plus people. Not easy. Not easy.
Now, it is all important time.
MashaAllah.
My dear brothers and sisters, and everyone who's watching, Mullah Rashid, Mullah Ali, Sayyid Jalal, Sayyid Ammar, and Sayyid Mason, you have all been waiting for this moment. And I'm taking Mullah Ali Fadl's role right now.
Dim the lights.
Dim the lights.
Dim the lights.
Let's dim the lights, or let's have some darker lights.
Yeah, we can do it here in the studio, maybe. Can we do?
Let's wait for this.
No, I think we can.
It's been a tough competition.
Yes.
Voting for 24 hours. Tweet at us who you think has gone through.
Is there no way we could call the winners?
Not as of yet.
No.
The first person.
Oh my God. The light changed.
Who has made it through from the Shia Voice semi-final episode 1 is Khamis Rizvi.
Woo! Rizvi, mashallah. صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Manchester United, yes? Manchester, sorry.
Manchester
United.
لا Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Okay.
The second person who has made it through to the Shia Voice grand finale is Seyhan Jetta.
MashaAllah.
And now for the final person that you have voted for, my dear viewers, that has made it through to the Shia Voice Grand Finale is from the category of سيد ميسم عباس على مدار موسوي.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. مظفر.
Now there is a chance,
there's a chance
for any of the remaining contestants who didn't make it through to the grand finale, even with the votes. And this is the wild card of the judges.
Oh la la.
The contestant, who do you think it would be, Mullah Rashid? One name, quickly. Quickly.
I'm gonna guess Salma maybe. I don't know.
Mullah Ali?
Teft maybe.
Sayyid Jalal?
Sister Salma.
Sayyid Ammar?
I hope it's Salma. She's my, you know.
You're asking the judge who made the judgment.
But we're obviously judges who've been involved.
Well, it could have been changed by our directors because they have the power to do so. Sayyid Maysam, who do you think has gone through? Do you think your decision has been changed by our directors?
Hussein tapped Salma.
Yes.
Would it be revealing if I say who went through?
Yeah,
the person who's going through is Salma Moladina.
Salma Moladina. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Good job.
MashaAllah. A huge congratulations.
The list for the final, the names for the final.
Do we have a poster for the finalists, the 10 people in the grand finale? Inshallah, that will be on our Instagram.
But from memory, we know.
Yeah,
from memory,
recitals of the Holy Quran.
We have Mustafa Al-Ali, Mahdi Jawadi, Ali Al-Zuhairi, Mustafa Jum'a, Salma Moladina, Sayhan Jetta,
Gauhari,
Baqar Gori, Alamdar Musawi,
Sayhan,
Khamis Rizvi, and one more.
That's it, 10.
Was it 10?
Yeah, that's 10.
MashaAllah.
What a lineup.
Now, brothers and sisters, the tour of the Shia Voice backstage finale, £720 will get you tickets. It will give you a private tour of everything that we do. The tickets for the Shia Voice grand finale are on sale right now. Head on over to the link and get your ticket. You don't want to miss this finale because it's going to be a wild one. And it's going to be a great one. In the meantime, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and our TikTok at the Shia Voice Official. Mullah Ali, you had the final word?
No, I don't. I actually want to ask Sayyid, and like in terms of Salma Moladini, you guys made that decision. If you can quickly touch upon why Salma, for example, because
I think she's represented the sisters in our community very well. Of course, brothers as well, but we know what that means. Last year, people said the Shia Voice is not representing the sisters in our community. This year, we did represent, and we had a more than able representative.
Fantastic.
And it's about time people, see the talent that we have across the board in our community. Her hijab socially was inspirational. Her hijab physically was inspirational. And in this period where many of our daughters and our sisters are facing a lot of trials, she could end up being a good role model for them today.
Inshallah. Now,
but that's not to say that, Hussein to Muhammad Mudaffar. These are going to be names we're going to hear for a very long time. You know what I mean?
Ahsan, Sayyid. Sorry for cutting you there. Sayyid Jalal, what will the viewers be missing if they don't buy the tickets right now for the Shia Voice finale?
The best recitations of the Holy Quran, the best performances of the Latmiyat, and as well lecture of Sister Salma, and as well lecture of another contestant, Ali Haidar, and as well order recitations. And Nari Haidari, they will miss Nari Haidari.
They will miss Nari Haidari.
From Sayyid Ammar Nakhjawani as well. He's just practicing, mashallah.
Slowly. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Mullah Ali, just finally, 5 seconds. Is there someone that you are sad that didn't make it through?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hussein Teft al-Mudaffar.
But as Sayyid Ammar said, we will be seeing them a lot in our communities and on the international stage, inshallah, because that is what the Shia Voice is all about. Finding hidden talent and presenting it to the world. I'd like to thank my guests, Mullah Rashid, Mullah Ali Fadil, Sayyid Jalal Ma'soumi, Dr. Sayyid Ammar Nakshawani, and all the way from the United States of America, Sayyid Basim Abbas, and we would have loved to have Mullah Nazar Al-Qatari. The grand finale is on the 6th of May, my dear brothers and sisters. Get your tickets now. From me, my guests, everyone here at Imam Hussein TV, and the Shia Voice team, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I ask you all to support Imam Hussein TV for the future of your youth, for the future of Shiaism. Every single person's life is dependent on your education, and Imam Hussein TV provides you a free Islamic education.
If you want to have good programs, if you want to have a source to help your community, your children, your families, do not hesitate. This is the month of rewarding. This is the month of istighfar, the month of khayrat.
Imam Hussein is a name that unites us all, and this is the one area where we can put aside our differences and come together. I hope that the viewers at home will help donate to the channel and to build a platform for the future generations.
I stand here before you, my dear brothers and sisters, to invite one and all to donate generously to ensure that the message of Ahlul Bayt ﷺ is kept alive.
Beautiful programs we have. One of that program is Shia Voice. The Shia Voice try to bring up talented from east, from west, from north, from south. But to show this, to make this program, it needs your donation. Your generous donation, please help, please support Imam Hussein TV.
We need your generous support. With your support, there could be more documentaries. With your support, there could be more programs. With your support, Shia Voice may come to your community. We cannot continue this without your generous donations. In this holy month of Ramadan, a month of charity, a month of giving, a month of generosity, come together, join us on Imam Hussein TV, and generously donate as you always have done, so we may continue to provide programs which serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and of course the holy household.
شهر رمضان شهر